us, as he is every month. Raul Salinas, thank you so much for joining us, Mayor. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Good. And we just read a couple of items that are on the agenda that's slated for tonight. We can start with the texting issue and talk a little about that.
I am very concerned, about this, because in just an instant, someone can lose their lives, and I just think it's time to stop. And we'll look at, obviously, we support the pledge of the students from United South, but more importantly, we need to take some action. Just about 2 weeks ago, I was on the road, and I was taken off the road by somebody who was texting. They really came into my lane, and we've got to do something. Do we do total eliminate texting completely? I think that's a possibility. They're doing it in various states, one of them in the state of Maryland, and I think it's something we ought to consider, because there are so many distractions. You've got a vehicle, you've got speed, you've got distraction, and then you got some people that are drinking and texting. I mean, it really, really becomes so dangerous.
Right. We also talked a little bit about the cold storage bid that's out there that might be recommended to staff this evening. What's all that about?
Well, I mean, I think there will be some controversy, but let's look at the big picture. Who is the best qualified company to handle this? We have a local company, we have two local people, and we have a company from far. But we let staff look at the numbers, see what they've got, what experience they have. But, we're going to be very transparent. We're going to award it to the best qualified person. And, we need to work together. This thing about being divided just doesn't help the city. We need to be on the same page, work together. And if somebody does a better job than somebody else, well, respect that. And I think that's what we got to look at.
And what do you say to people who ask about the relative of a council person who's involved with that particular firm?
That's something. First of all, he's not eligible. He's not going to vote. He has to excuse himself. But, I think there's other partners. And I think also we're going to look at them all. We're going to look at their financial statements. We're going to see their experience. But I think we have to look at the whole picture. And staff is going to make a recommendation. But I think at the same time, I want the best company to be out there doing business. And, somebody's going to get it. Right now, I got to tell you, we're going to be transparent. We're going to show the numbers, and that's what the people have to know.
Do you think it gives an unfair advantage that this particular firm is a custom broker, so it gives them a competitive unfair advantage to other custom brokers to have that inside information?
Well, I think other custom brokers had an opportunity to bid, but then you also, on one of the companies that's bidding is also a former city council member. So where do you put that? So, you have to be fair. Yeah. You have to be fair across the board. And I think that's what we want to do. We want to be very fair, but we want to be very prudent. Yeah. We want to make sure that whoever we award this to is going to get the job done and promote Laredo and promote international business. That's what it's about. That's the key.
Okay, Mayor. Well, unfortunately, we have to wrap it up because we're out of time. But I'd like to talk a little bit more next time about Occupy Laredo and what's going on with that movement here in Laredo.
All I ask about that is being responsible and respectful.
Okay. Thanks a lot.